What's going on YouTube? Diggy546. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you're new. Like the video if you like the video. And I won't tell if you click that bell. But let's go ahead and get into this.
Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
We got the Dallas Cowboys coming up. We have not played a division game since December. So it's been a long time since we've gotten to play a divisional game, and I think this is the perfect chance for the New York Giants to try to rebound and become a better team. So this Cowboys offense, as I predicted them to go something like 12-4, 13-3. It doesn't look like they're going to do that, but this Cowboys offense is what I expected it to be. They've got Amari Cooper, they've got Michael Gallup, they've got CeeDee Lamb, they've got so many weapons. Now, Cedric Wilson is stepping up. They've got weapons all over the place. Blake Jarwin is out for the year, but it doesn't really make a difference. They didn't miss a step. They've got Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard coming out of the backfield. So their offense is loaded, and to be honest, they can score 35 to 50 points at any given day. They can go off and run you out of the building on any given day. Like, this team is never really out of a game because you've seen them go down by 20 points multiple times. One time they won the game. A couple of times they've come back from heavy deficits and they've lost. But at the end of the day, this shows you that this team is not to be played with as far as on offense. Now, on defense, this team leaves a lot to be desired. I thought that Washington will probably have the best defense in the division, this deep into the year because of their pass rush. But I think they've missed Chase Young. I think the last week and a half he's been out. So it's looking like right now the Giants have the best overall defense, which is hilarious because I thought our defense would be like 32nd in the league right now. But this Cowboys defense is a joke. They have been letting teams go up and down the field on them. They've let teams run the ball on them. They've let teams throw the ball on them. They've let teams, throw the ball with wide receivers on them. They've let teams run jet sweeps. I mean, if this defense was what I thought their defense would be this year, which is, I thought they'd have a top 10 defense. But if their defense was half of that, the Cowboys will be undefeated because no one can score with them. Probably a couple of teams in the league can score with them. The point is, as I start off my general preview of this game, the way that the Giants can win this game is to finally wake up on offense and play the same defense we've been playing, this past game, at the second half of that Chicago game, and pretty much all throughout that Steelers game. It's probably just the first half of that Steelers game. If that defense can show up and we can limit the Cowboys to 20 points, which seems ridiculous right now because they're going crazy on offense. But if we can limit them to like 20 points, 21 points, I believe that this can be a breakout game for our offense. And I'm sure the Cowboys fans are saying this could be a breakout game for our defense. We've been giving up points left and right, and the Giants are averaging 11 points a game, which is true. It's like an invincible force going against an immovable object, or whatever the phrase is. Something has got to give. Somebody is going to get right. It's either the get right Giants or the get right Cowboys defense. So this is Daniel Jones's game to finally step up and put some points on the board and look respectable. And this is the Cowboys defense's chance to finally get some confidence and stop somebody from scoring 30 plus, 40 plus points a game. So as far as the Giants go, it looks like we may get Jabril Peppers back this week. I'm not sure yet, but if he can come back, I think that gives us even a better chance because if you look at that 49ers game, we were down Jabril Peppers, we were down Adrian Colbert, who actually played a pretty good game for us last week. Tate Crowder, shout out to the Talking Giants channel. I watch their film reviews every week. They do really good work on the offensive line and pretty much the entire team. If you want film review, I believe that they are the premier film review spot for Giants content on YouTube. besides our favorite Joe Judge weekly breakdowns with Bob Papa. They made a really good point. Bobby Skinner over there, he made a really good point about Tate Crowder and him coming into the game and how that completed our defense pretty much. Blake Martinez was able to be more aggressive. Tate Crowder came in and played like a veteran. He plays fast. He plays physical. Devontae Downs, I'm still angry that we let Ryan Connolly go. I don't know how he's doing in Minnesota, but he seems like a bad decision. It seems like a bad decision that we let him go and kept someone like Devontae Downs, who in week 4 was benched. He's done this season. He wasn't good. So it looks like this defense is getting better and better every week, and we just need our offense to follow suit, because we want to see some progress this year. We want to see some big plays from both sides, and this is the perfect chance to finally do that against the Cowboys defense. Now, how can we do this? I think our best shot is trying to open up the offense on deep routes, intermediate routes. Alden Smith has been getting pressure, but other than that, no one else on that team has been getting pressure. This is by far the worst defensive team we've played. Even the 49ers backups, you saw them against Carson Wentz. They were getting consistent pressure. So that team is an outlier. They're coached so well. They're so comfortable in those schemes that team is an outlier. This is the worst defense we've played. And I think we'll have chances to force the ball down the field, make some plays. And I don't care if Daniel Jones is making mistakes if it's down the field. He threw one pass of 20 yards or more last week, and we need more of those. We need more deep throws. We need more intermediate throws, not just 10-yard comebacks. I saw one play, Jason Garrett had the entire receiving core running comeback routes, and they all set on every single one of them. So Daniel Jones, extend some plays, make some big plays, and also our running game started to come alive last week. If we can do that against this team, that is the key to winning this game. Run the ball and try to control the clock. We don't have the home run hitters that the Browns have, because the Browns were running the ball on them, but their runs were like long runs, huge runs, and that's kind of how the Cowboys were able to get back into the game. They weren't really holding on to the ball forever. That is the key to keeping this lead. And first of all, no turnovers. Can't turn the ball over against a team that is scoring like this. If we turn the ball over once, twice, it's going to be very lopsided. But this is a division rival. I mean, this is a division rival. We have got to come to play. This is Joe Judge's first division game, and I think he's going to have this team hyped up. I think he's going to have this team ready to go out and show that we're not the same team that these Cowboys and Eagles teams have been pushing around for years. So I expect this to be a good game. I expect this to be a fairly high-scoring game as far as the Giants go. I expect us to finally get to 20 points. If we can't do that, I mean, what do we have to look forward to this year? Are we ever going to score 20 points? But I think we'll get there. And I think our defense will do a decent job on the Cowboys, but I don't expect them to get shut down or anything. The Rams were the #1 offense as far as I think PFF ranked them, but they don't have the weapons that the Cowboys have at all. Just like, you know, they could be the #1 ranked offense, but they're not the Chiefs. So I think this should be a really good game, and can't wait to see it. Our first divisional game. We just played 4 weeks. We didn't have a preseason. We didn't have an offseason. We didn't have a rookie mini camp. None of that stuff. So we'll count that as 4 preseason games. This is the season. We got 4 or 5 divisional games coming up. So we got to kick it in gear. Maybe we're not a playoff team, but these are some games that we have to win as far as momentum builders, as far as establishing ourselves in this division. So you guys, let me know down in the comments, what do you think about this game? Do you think the Giants will finally get right? Do you think we'll score 20 points? Do you think we'll score 30 points? My prediction is that this will be the most exciting offensive game to watch this year, and can't wait to see it. So if you made it this deep into the video, definitely hit that subscribe button. I make Giants content, NFL content, so all NFL fans are welcome here. And until next time, it's Diggy546, and I'm out.